After using the smartphone for a month, here is my full review on OnePlus Nord 5, which covers pros and cons and also answers the question, should you buy this phone? So without wasting any more of the time, let's get started. Starting it off from display. The phone comes with 6.83-inch 1.5K Full HD plus AMOLED 144Hz display with peak brightness of 1800 nits. So what does it mean? You get to see good vibrant and fruitful colors, can view Ultra HDR videos, good viewing angles on a big 6.83-inch display, and I mean it. You won't face any difficulty seeing the screen under direct sunlight. The phone comes with 144Hz display, but most of the apps and the system apps support only 120Hz unless you force 144Hz, which typical smartphone users won't. So the phone won't change the refresh rate dynamically as per the application you are using. So battery consumption is high when phone is used in max refresh rate mode. No worries guys, I have used it in max refresh rate mode and battery was awesome. I'll come back to that point in few minutes. Moving on to build quality and design, we get to see thin and fully equal bezels on all the sides, unlike the budget smartphone where we get to see bigger chin at the bottom. The phone comes with Gorilla Glass Victus 7 eye protection on the front and got a Gorilla Glass 5 at the back, which doesn't seem like a glass though. On the sides, we have the plastic body. I have switched from OG OnePlus Nord 1, which had similar build specs and design. In the design perspective, I didn't get the premium feel which I used to get from the old OnePlus Nord. Design feels like a kind of downgrade when it is used without case. On the bottom, we get to see SIM tray with 2 SIM support, no external SD card support, and that's common these days. A Type-C port, primary microphone, and the speaker grill. On the left, we have the plus key replacing the alert slider. On the right, we have the volume rockers and the power button, and on the top we get to see the secondary microphone and the new IR blaster. As the phone is big, it's little bit hard to use the volume buttons while using it in one-handed mode. The phone has stereo speakers and I have no complaints on them, good sound quality. Moving on to the software segment, the phone comes with OS 15 based on Android 15 out of the box, and OnePlus promises up to 4 years of Android updates and 6 years of security patch updates. You'll get to see few bloatware applications like App Market and Security. You can't uninstall the app, but you can disable and make them invisible from the app drawer and home screen. At least you won't get the messy notifications all the time. There are few other preloaded apps like Amazon, Flipkart, Candy Crush, etc. I was able to uninstall and keep few of these apps based on my needs. Animations of OS 15 are so smooth that my iPhone user friend who used this smartphone said it feels so smooth. Talking about the UI, the phone just throws the iOS UI vibes right from the beginning. The notification panel, icons and the buttons, volume control, live alerts, aka Dynamic Island, so many things. The OS 15 or ColorOS seems heavily inspired from iOS. I like the way they enhance the live alerts for stacking multiple things under it rather than having one application. I just like it. Other than this, we get to see lots of customization and features that OS has to offer, like hide apps, lock apps, second space, etc., which you would find in any BBK smartphone. Now that we have plus key instead of alert slider, we can customize the actions to be performed when you long press the key. It can be either the old school ring, vibrate and silent mode, or other triggers like opening camera, start voice recording, DND mode, screenshot, translate, torch, AM and split, or disable the button itself. If you are a journalist, interviewer, or a secret agent who wants to record the voice without letting the other person know, voice recording trigger is the perfect use case for you. Even though OnePlus heavily marketed this plus key for mind space, I still prefer to use it for ring, vibrate and silent modes, and I have a complaint on this. Before, when I was using alert slider, I could put the phone into silent or vibrate mode from the pocket without even looking at the phone. I used to know what mode the phone was just by that fingertip sense on the slider. But with this one, I can't do that. I mean, I can know what mode the phone is feeling the haptic feedback on the press of the plus key, but that's actually hard. It's been a month and still I'm figuring out understanding the feedback of the plus key on ring, vibrate and silent mode. You could tell me just leave that habit and use Mindspace for the plus key. So let me dive into the AI features of the smartphone. Firstly, Mindspace. See, all the AI features runs only if you have active internet connection, and you'll get timed out on bombarding the AI request due to rate limiting implementations. I can trigger the AI Mindspace from plus key or by swiping up the 3 fingers at once. This would analyze the screen and create a memory which gives the AI summary of the context what's present on the screen. But let me be real, this isn't perfect. The details it extracts is quite basic and I didn't find any real life use case of this. Probably some improvements in this would increase the importance of this feature. If not, the feature would become something like OnePlus Shell which no one uses. I felt only this wasn't a useful AI feature, rest all are actually great. We got a AI assistant for notes which can polish the notes, rephrase, shorten or elaborate, clean up, format it or continue writing the existing. These are actually really useful features. I don't have to copy text switch between LLM apps to get this done. Now all the stuff is done in your notes application itself. That's cool stuff. We get AI features to edit the photos as well, like AI eraser where you can remove objects and people either using AI to detect them and remove, or you can manually draw using lasso and paintbrush tools. We get AI details boost which boosts the image details, AI unblur which can unblur your old photos which is the actual use case, AI anti-reflection eraser which removes the reflections from your photos, and AI reframe which reframes your photos to the best frame. Other than this, we got to see AI audio scribe feature which can record in-app sound recordings, give AI summary of the calls or sound recordings, also gives the like captions for the same. It can translate the phone calls as well and read out loud in translated language to you and the other person. But it's still slow and it's imperfect. Also, summary of the calls doesn't support all Indian languages and summary is not correct most of the times as per the actual conversation happened between them. But when it comes to AI translate other than calls, it's very useful. You can translate your screen fully or partially, it would convert the text into real time while you scroll. Though it has some limitations on apps, but it works. You can give text to translate or speech to translate or do live translation while in conversation. You can do translation by pointing the camera to the text or translate the live caption. So cool and useful stuff. Lastly, we have the notification reply, which would analyze the chat and give you the smart reply to respond with. You can rephrase that in different communication styles like polite, sincere, humor, etc. Also, you can type the reply and rephrase it and adjust with the different tones. These were few useful AI features. Now let's go ahead to multitasking. We get to see new optimized split screen where you can resize it accordingly and have a smooth floating window on top of it. That's 3 apps in total. That's not it. You can use smart functions from the side and drag and drop things on the chats to quickly send. On dragging down the notifications, app opens in floating windows from where you can reply to your friend while being on the current tab which you are using. Same thing goes when you share pictures from gallery. The best feature what I liked is getting picture in picture mode of YouTube Premium for free using this cool trick of floating windows. You can resize it to so small and have multiple floating windows where the inactive one would reside at the corner of your screen. By having this huge display, it's absolutely comfortable to use phone for multitasking and I absolutely love it. If you are the one who loves multitasking, then this phone is for you man. Enough about the software features, let's dive into the hardware. The phone comes with a Snapdragon 8s Gen 3 and I agree you would say 8s Gen 4 is already available in smartphones at this price range, but trust me guys, there is no bottleneck in performance. It runs so fast and so smooth. It delivers the performance what you want for. Same goes with the UFS 3.1 storage type. Nord 4 had 4.1 for 512 GB variant. I have got the 512 GB variant too, and it had 3.1 UFS storage type. That's definitely a downgrade. But it doesn't matter if you are a normal user. If you don't perform any copy paste operations of large files heavily. The phone has got up to 12 GB virtual RAM support and you can only see how much RAM is free from settings. You can't see it from recent apps UI. Memory management of the apps is good enough but sometimes it would reload few apps which can be optimized further through software updates. You can say cost cutting has been done here. The phone scores around 1900 in single core and 4900 in multi-core in Geekbench's result run on balanced mode, which is good for normal users like parents, teachers, students, or office workers who don't need much of a performance for their day to day usage. Even gamers are not left behind. I play BGMI 7 to 10 hours a week. The phone has got Smooth Extreme Plus support, which means it has a native 90 FPS support but can get up to 144 FPS with frame booster enabled, which just adds multiple frames between the existing frames. I believe native 120 FPS support should come soon to this device as it has required specs for it. I'll update more on this in my future videos, so subscribe to our channel and click that bell icon for more videos on OnePlus Nord 5 like this. We get to see multiple gaming features like voice changer, smart network optimization with switch between the Wi-Fi and mobile data based on your latency. It has got bypass charging support, and you can also play games while the phone is connected to charger without affecting the battery. They also give hyper resolution feature which boosts the details, but it gets turned off as soon as the device temperature reaches high. We get additional GPU settings to improve gaming experience. You can block calls, notification, etc. and switch between low power mode, balanced mode to pro gaming mode to champions mode. The only thing I hate is I don't get to see the time and the battery from the gaming dashboards, and I can't pull down the status bar to see the time and battery at least from there. It's often frustrating for me to see those details. I had to go to home page and then come back. It's very bad experience from gamers point of view. Hope they fix by giving update to the games application. Talking about the heating, the phone gets heated up to 44 degrees Celsius while gaming, but you won't feel it. All thanks to 7300 millimeter square VC cooling system. I have used the phone in direct sunlight for 15 minutes and the phone went up to 47 degrees Celsius, and that's huge, but quickly cooled down when I went into shade. Let's move on to the battery compartment. The phone comes with huge battery 6800 mAh, and that's huge. It can get you all day in a single charge no matter how much you use. It will last around 24 hours with 2 hours of gaming a day on a full charge. In case if you don't game, then you can get up to 2 days, and I'm serious on this. I charged the phone to 100% and went to office, didn't play any games that day, and on the next day, that is after 24 hours from the point when I have removed the phone from charging, the phone's battery was 48% with around 6 hours of screen on time. That's actually huge, man, huge. Surprisingly, OnePlus removed the screen on time since full charge in battery settings and replaced it to use it since last charge, which doesn't give you the actual screen on time because this matrix shows more hours than screen on time. Nice tactics, OnePlus. In battery, we have different modes: high performance mode, balanced mode, power saving mode, and super power saving mode in case if you are lost in forest. We have smart rapid charging feature which charges the phone at 80 watt speed. If turned off, it charges a bit slowly compared to 80 watt fast charging to increase the battery life. You also get to see smart charging and charging limit features to save battery life in longer run. The phone gets charged 10 to 100 in around 1 hour with rapid charging turned on, and 10 to 100 in 1 hour 15 minutes with rapid charging disabled. Also keep in mind, fast charging means more heating and less battery life in longer run. Talking about the camera, the phone comes with dual rear setup, 50MP Sony LYT700 primary sensor and 8MP ultrawide sensor. On the front we get 50MP sensor which was used as ultrawide sensor in Samsung S25 Ultra. Talking about the photos captured from the primary sensor are quite good color reproduction and details. Whereas the ultrawide camera struggles a bit in this case. You can get digital zoom up to 20x and 10x in photos and videos respectively. We get the live photo and pro XDR support for photos. With the selfies, IC's photos are clearer and detailed with the skin texture and color. But when options of filters and retouch is used, I feel they are not well optimized for Indian skin types. Probably update in the camera segment would enhance the selfies with the filters and retouch options enabled. Talking about the portraits, it has good edge detection and bokeh effect can either increase or decrease from the slider, but you can't change it later after clicking photos, which I would say is missed from what other brands are offering. Same is the story with the photos clicked from the front camera as well. Talking about the videos, you can record up to 4K 60 fps on rear camera primary sensor and 1080p 30 fps in ultra wide. We get super stable mode that supports 1080p 30 fps. Primary sensor has got OIS support, so videos would be more stable even if you got nervous hands. You can record up to 4K 60 fps on the front as well, and that's nice. Video quality is also great in well lit daylight conditions and okayish in the dark. But photos in the dark are considerably good as photos have got night mode. But what I've observed is photos taken without night mode give better results than with night mode. That's strange. I believe it would be fine-tuned in the upcoming updates. We also get other modes like film mode, which is good if you are trying to do a short film using this device. Like you can get controls of most of the things in that, like focus, white balance, exposure, etc. But you won't get the option to zoom. We also have dual video mode where you can record video from both front camera and back camera at once, useful for vloggers. Other than this, we get other basic camera features like slow motion, time lapse, panorama, high resolution photo, etc. In slow motion, We can get either 720p to 40 fps or 1080p 120 fps, and in the time lapse you get the option to choose the speed or you can set it to auto. It supports only 1080p 30 fps and 4K 30 fps. I have also tried AI based shot and AI based phase. Both of them didn't seem working as good as they were shown in commercials. And this feature of AI perfect shot will only come if it detects. We don't have option to choose it manually. I was only able to get it on few selected photos. I don't know what's the reason. Overall, camera is decent at this price range. Talking about the negatives of this smartphone, see, if there are any reasons for not to buy this smartphone, then the reason can be Snapdragon 8s Gen 3 processor and UFS 3.1 type storage. If you are a really hardcore gamer and want pure performance, don't care about other aspects of the phone like camera, display, software, etc., then you can go ahead and buy iQOO or Poco smartphone which offer 8s Gen 4 at this price range. One more thing which was lacking, and I believe it's purely because of software, that's external microphone support from Type-C port. It only supports the audio output, not microphone input, where it was supported in my old OnePlus Nord phone. These were few negatives at this price point and valid for most of the users. If these negatives doesn't hurt you, then there is no other all-rounder smartphone which is jack of all trades like camera, battery, performance, software, features, etc. There are few offers if you buy this Nord 5 and become part of Red Cable Club. 1. You'll get 4 months of Spotify Premium for free. 2. You'll get 3 months extended warranty, making it a total of 15 months of warranty and a lifetime display warranty if you get any green line issues on your smartphone, and that is valid until the display replacement spare parts last. So definitely it can be up to 2 years. Not sure after that. 3. My personal favorite, free Google One subscription for 3 months. I'll tell you the hack where you can back up your all photos and videos up to 2 TB and no need to renew after 3 months. For that, subscribe to our channel and click that bell icon to get notified. So the final verdict. If you need an all-rounder phone which is good in all aspects, then OnePlus Nord 5 is for you guys. Don't hesitate, give it a shot, and you won't upgrade to another smartphone for next 4 years. If you already have this one, then we have created a Telegram discussion group for OnePlus Nord 5. Don't forget to join and ask your queries and get the latest information related to OnePlus Nord 5. And in case if you are new here, subscribe to our channel and click that bell icon to get latest videos related to OnePlus Nord 5. So that's it for this video guys. Don't forget to drop a like and share this video with your friends or family who wants to buy this smartphone. And I'll meet you in the next one.